this video goes out to because he or she asked the video on how to do it with the weight vest indirectly, but since that was the first person that did it, I shall put a video of what my audience wants. You need to know that the most important thing is warming up. For those that want a pretty good warm-up, I suggest doing twice the speeds warm-up, the vertical jump warm-up. It's really good. Followed by a 2 to 5 minute jog, preferably that goes downhill and uphill. If you do that, you're pretty much ready to go for this program. Second is your motivation level. You have to realize that this is a very rigorous program. This is week 6, and I'm sore as hell from yesterday. As a matter of fact, I had to take a break. You know, let it be a 5-second break, but I still had to take a break. Because this program is very rigorous by itself already, and you decide to do the weighted vest version, you have to realize over 90% of people that see you in person and do this are gonna call you crazy, that you're gonna get hurt, and that you're believing a bunch of mumbo jumbo. As a matter of fact, my biggest disapprovers are the people I live with. And if you see the challenge videos that I've made, they also disapprove of my other workout techniques. But you see, I'm not doing this for them. I'm not doing this pretty much for anyone. I'm doing this for myself. It's intrinsic. Kid you not, every day I get about 30 some very descriptive disapproval concerns. One way that I've told people before on how to tell if you're ready or not is if you can do 8 to 10 wide pull-ups, in other words, at least 4 inches wider than your shoulder, and pull-ups, not chin-ups, and 8 to 10 chin-ups right after the pull-ups, then your back is ready for 20 pounds extra for a plyometric program. If you can do 25 successful knee raises, extremely controlled, the way I have it in Hans Ab's Workout 1, then your upper body is completely ready for 20 pounds of extra weight. If you can only do 4 to 5 of those 3 moves right after another with no break, then your body is probably ready for 10 pounds. Key is perfect form, people. If you can't do these things with perfect form, you could very easily get injured. And I'll get more into detail with the moves right now. DunkNow does give you a vest of their own, but I personally like my vest. Reason being, besides the fact that I can increase beyond 20 pounds, which I use for pull-ups and push-ups and stuff like that, but not for plyo. Shit, I'm sore from yesterday as it is, with 20 pounds. I imagine if I did this with this, I could equally distribute 20 pounds. There are 6 slots for weighted, the weighted packs. So I put 1, 2, skip the one in the middle, put the one in the middle in the bottom, then on my back, 1, 2 in the bottom, and then one on top. Jump ups are pretty much the same. Do every jump as if it was your last. Do every set as if it was your last. Don't think about it, the numbers. Think about performance. 1 set, 2 set, 50 sets, doesn't matter. If you try to do your best every single time, that's when you start getting really good gains. Step out of your comfort zone and try to do more than you did the day before or the week before. Even if the sets increase or the reps increase, because that's the only way you'll get really, really nice gains. Personal choice. I keep my rests at the minimum that DunkNow dictates. Not in between, not the max. The minimum I have to weigh. Switching lunges. Same thing, pretty much. Except now, I'm gonna hold onto the vest right here and make sure my back is straight the entire time. Work out your core at least once a week really hard. But have a second core workout, maybe even a third, but not as intense. Then make sure you have a strong core for jumping. Quick jumps. This one will let you know if you're using too much weight. If you feel a tweak, as in pain, as in ow, it hurts, as in if I did 10 more reps, I would pinch or snap something. Right here, your lower back, the top of your glute. You do these jumps quick. You don't want your heel to touch the floor. Foot touches the floor, jump. I'm sorry I sound so cocky right now. But one really awesome thing is, without the vest, I could do something I could never do. I could actually keep my legs straight and jump with my calves. That's it. I've never been able to do that, ever, until 2 weeks ago. Just jumping with my calves. Yeah, it's an inch, maybe it's 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. But I never could do that. That shows a lot of progress. Rest. Sleep 8 hours. Nutrition. Keep it clean. Try to avoid junk food at all costs. I don't eat out very often. If I do, it's usually once a month. So for those of you that are die-hard McDonald's fans, you know how you order 3 to 4 McDoubles, or 2 to 3 Big Macs, or 50-piece McNuggets? If I even decide to go that low in quality of food, I'll eat 1 McDouble a month. And that's my junk food for the whole month. If there's ever a time to tighten your vest, it's for this move. You're jumping as hard and high as you can. 20 pounds extra when you come down is a lot of extra weight. You might be thinking, 20 pounds is nothing. If you land wrong, you can get hurt. If you jump up wrong, you can get hurt. Always look up. If in any of the jumps, your legs tend to wobble, in other words, let's say I came down from a step jump and my knees did this every single time, or if you just have a bad habit of leaning in or coming out, you should definitely not use the vest. Do it without the vest first. Remember, this program is very versatile, and you're only supposed to do it, I think, once a year. So do the program without the vest if you've never done it, if your knees wobble. And if they don't, then use the vest. Another thing, when you come down from any jump and you land like this, you really need some back work. You don't want this to become a tendency when you come down. Why is that? If that becomes a tendency, then this is gonna happen. You're gonna roll your back. When you come down, you're gonna put your hands here. That's very bad. In a basketball game, when you come down, you wanna get ready for a rebound. You wanna stay right here, ready to jump again. You don't see basketball players shoot and then come down here like this. Or they don't try to block someone and then come down like this. Remember, push your butt out, like that. Try to stay straight, right here. Don't do this. Don't come down and do this. Come down and bend. Good form, people. Good form. That's the key factor here. Good form, doing your best. Result city, baby. 180 jumps. My camera really sucks. Hopefully you can see my legs there. With the vest, you want to hold on to it right here. Keep this close to you. Don't press it against yourself. Just hold it. Make sure it doesn't jump or move like this when you land. Calf raises. The same way I explained in the other video, except now you want to make sure you've got your balance right. And when I say balance, I don't mean pick up one arm and then do the calf raise. Let's focus on isometrics here. You want your hand above your shoulder. Why? If it's at level or lower, you're gonna want to help yourself with it. You don't want to be too close right here, because then, well, I guess you could do that. But you don't want to be too far, because then you get off balance, you start leaning over. You don't want that. So that's pretty much it. There is one extra move that I do that twice the speed sent me off on an email, but I'll show you guys that one later if I get 20 likes on this video. Performance Productions, I hope this helps people. Remember, this is my personal variation of the moves. As a matter of fact, there's a few moves that probably DunkNow would not suggest to do the way I do them. But that's them. This is me. Hope it inspires you. I hope I get into the 30s in 2 weeks. That'd be really awesome. Hands out. Weighted vests. Biggest complaint. If you're weak, when you go up, your arm's not gonna want to go up. It's gonna stop right here instead of going all the way. Get explosive. Really reach up. Stretch your entire body when you jump up. It'll help you when you're playing with your friends. Catch a pass, come down, they're over your shoulder, you're already used to it, boom, you still go up. You didn't even feel them. It's a good way to get aggressive. Believe you can jump higher. Every week, no matter how hard it seems to jump higher, you tell yourself you can jump higher. Let it be 2 inches, 1 inch, half an inch, a quarter of an inch, an eighth of an inch. That's 1/8 of an inch more than you could jump last week. This program is week by week. It's designed week by week. It progresses week by week. So you really have to give it all you got, because there is not one single time that a week repeats itself. And guess what else? It's not something to go back to. It's not something to, oh, I reached week 6, I think I need to start from week 2. No. If you only do one workout a week, then repeat that week. But if you cannot handle progressing, making sure you do better than the week before, even if the sets and reps increase, then you need to work on your legs, your back, and your core. Probably for 2 or 3 months before you try this program again. Because if you're dying out, and trust me, this program is very rigorous. If you're dying out in phase 1, you need to think about how much you're risking overtraining. For those of you diehard basketball players that play basketball for 5 hours and then you do this, if you can do this, damn, you're probably already dunking, man, for real.